Project management and IT project success factors. So project management, let's recognize that a project is a temporary endeavor that is not a routine operation to accomplish a singular or set of goals. It has a defined beginning and end time and defined scope and resources. That comes from Project Management International. And also, perhaps more simply, a project management is the process of leading the work of a team to achieve goals and meet success criteria at a specified time. So this is more on project management itself, where this one is about the project. Project management is a fairly large specialization and occupation in the United States. So this is the data for 2019. There were 1.2 million people in what may be called project management specialists and business operations. Mean hourly wage 38.57 or mean annual wage 80,000. And compared to computer and information systems managers, just to kind of for a comparison, the number of jobs 461,000. So almost 3 times more jobs in project management, but probably why also the salary is much higher, because there's less people in computer and information systems manager, and also this one is more technical as well. So IT project management in the United States, 250 billion each year is spent on IT application development. So we're going to discuss these ideas, also project management versus application development. I'm kind of using them interchangeably, but we will need to break them down soon. So this is about 175,000 projects. Average cost of a development project for a large company is about 2.3 million. For a medium company, 1.3 million. For a small company, it's 434,000. And this is data coming from the Standish Group Chaos report from 2014. I think that the numbers probably increased, just kind of went up since then. But this report is very expensive and I don't have the money to buy it. So I have this data here, but I will show you some newer data from this kind of report, which is kind of interesting. So from this same report, 31% of projects will be canceled before they get completed, which is, we'll call that a failed project. 53 will cost 189% of their original estimate. So that's like 4 times as much, almost 4 times as much. 16% of software projects are completed on time and on budget. So that's only 16% are, we could call them successful, and in the larger companies, only 9% of their projects are completed on time and on budget. Once again, this is focused on IT development, information systems development. And some of the success factors that they have found for successful projects are on top: user involvement, executive management support, clear statement of requirements, proper planning, realistic expectations, smaller project milestones, competent staff ownership, clear vision and objectives, hardworking focused staff, although this is much smaller. So maybe the 5 top ones seems much stronger here. Project impaired factors. So number 1, incomplete requirements, lack of user involvement, lack of resource, unrealistic expectations, lack of executive support, changing requirements and specifications, lack of planning, didn't need it any longer, lack of IT management, technology, illiteracy. We'll see some of these themes kind of repeated, but some of them do change. But I think some of these results still apply to this day. So here, taking a look at the 2020 report. Now, I don't actually have the full report for 2020, but it seems that things are getting better. So they actually found from this major report on IT development in organizations, I think actually around the world, not just the United States. So 31% successful, that's much better than before. So things are improving. 19% failed, and 50% were challenged. So meaning it ran over budget and or over time. And here in this chart, they put some criteria, so like principles for a good place, principles to actually make sure your IT development succeed and so on. And these are identified by certain terms that to really understand we would need to examine more what they mean by these, and I don't have that information now, but here's some reference for you that you can use. And I found some interesting information, though, from the Standish Group report 2020, and this is coming from Vitality Chicago, which is an agile training company. So maybe they're a little bit biased, but it seems that the data here is the data from the report, which is very interesting. So let's take a look at it. So this is project success rates of agile management methodology or IT development methodology versus waterfall, which we talked about in this course. So they find that the agile projects, 42% of them are successful, 47 are challenged, and 11% failed. That's compared to waterfall projects where 13% are successful, 59% are challenged, 20% are failed, this is a huge difference and really says something about the value of the agile approach to software and IT development. And actually, I wonder how this would apply into other domains as well. And here we kind of have some indication of that. So, so this is for project success rates by project size, agile versus waterfall. And for large projects, we see agile approaches are twice more likely to succeed. So large projects succeed 19% with agile, but only 8% with waterfall. Medium projects is even more. It's like almost, more than 3 times for medium projects. Agile is way better than waterfall, and small projects kind of more balanced perhaps, but still agile wins the day. And once again, this is from the Standish Group report of 2020. And interestingly here, now it's a view on the role of project managers. And once again, this is coming from Vitality Chicago and supposedly the chaos report and the chaos database. So the numbers show that the quality of a project manager's skill has little effect on positive outcome. And these results are based on 40,000 non-agile projects in the chaos database. So these are non-agile projects. These are about the project managers themselves. And what we see is that, so this is the skill level of the project managers. So where there's the highly skilled project managers, 23% of them are successful, 50% are challenged, and 19% failed. Now, if you just let's go to the last one here, to poor to none. Once again, and probably many of these are just none. They have no project managers. 58% are successful, 33% are challenged, and 9% are failed. And you can see here, this kind of goes up a little bit with skilled. So from the failed 19, kind of stays the same. Successful and challenged stay very similar. But the number of successful projects goes up. The number of successful projects goes up when you have less project managers. Okay, so it's very interesting information here, and I want you to think about it and search more about this idea. So they write that, so in 2020, with 25 years of data, so this is not just on the recent report itself of 2020, they're talking about the report that did an analysis of 25 years of data and over 50,000 projects in their database. The data tells a different story. In short, the data shows that to succeed with software, so once again, this is particular to software development, companies should stop using waterfall and start using agile. Stop using projects. So projects as a category for software development. Stop using project managers and stop using project management tools. And the idea here is that software is not a project. Software is an ongoing process. It doesn't have those characteristics of project that we just defined before, beginning, starting, and end. And so this is one of the main reasons that software development and project management and project managers are kind of not matching. And once again, this is coming from Vitality Chicago, this is coming from Chaos, Standish Group Chaos report, and I invite you to look more into this and take a look of this information. That's it for this one, and I'll see you next time.